Hello, I'm Liam from Lazarus Personal Training. In this video, I'm going to answer the question, am I wasting my time? So it's a common question that people go through. I see it a lot online, I often answer it, and it's something that I ask myself. Am I wasting my time working out? Now, the short answer to that is if you're putting in the work, no. No, you are not wasting your time. Trust me when I say you are not wasting your time if you put effort in. So let's dig a little bit into why people might feel like they're wasting their time, why I might feel like I'm wasting my time. Often when it comes to feeling like we're wasting this time, feeling like going to the gym isn't worth it, it's about progress. It's about not seeing progress. It's about the fact that I don't look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson after working out for 9 years, and that's the thing that I wanted to do when I started the gym. I had in my mind, I'm going to be The Rock, and yet here I am. With no tattoos. I've still got my hair, thankfully, although it is going grey. Bad times. And I don't look like a jacked Samoan dude. Where is my progression? What am I doing? Okay, so a slight tangent there. But let's think about progression. A lot of people see progression as their end goal. But that's not all progression is. Progression is step by step, day by day, little by little. If I look at where I came from and where I am now, I've made vast improvements in different areas, not only in how I look, but in how I move, how I feel, how strong I am. I was never the strongest kid at school, by any means, or the fastest, or the most athletic. But I'd like to say now that people look at how I perform and say, Liam's quite strong, he's quite fast, he's quite athletic. And that was never really me as a kid. I could play sports, but by no means was I the star athlete. So for me, that's progression. For you, it might be getting better at your sport. It might be being able to do more reps of a certain movement. It might be being able to lift more weight than you used to do. That is all progression. And again, every workout goes towards getting better at those things. So you aren't wasting your time if you're going in, even if it feels like you're not making too much progression. There is a law of diminishing. There is a law of diminishing returns. Basically, the more that we do something, the less that we'll get out of it. But that's because we're getting better at it. We can't keep progressing the same way that we did when we were beginning. So you might have seen a load of beginner gains, and now we're not seeing as many gains. And that's fine, but you're not wasting your time. Think of it like a video game. At the beginning, you are leveling up constantly. You walk through a door and you level up. But then as you get further into the game, leveling up becomes harder. But it becomes so much more worth it. You start out with Charmander, you whoop Gary Oak, and then you go up 3 levels, but when you beat the Elite Four with Charizard, that is so much more rewarding. And getting to that point takes a lot more time. Another reason why people might feel like they're wasting their time is because they don't feel like they're putting in enough effort. There's 2 sides of this story. So one, they've told themselves the story that if they're not working out 7 days a week, they aren't going to make any progress. If they aren't going hell for leather 24/7, they aren't going to make any progress. And actually, the opposite is true. Giving yourself some rest time allows you to progress more. So actually, going 7 days a week might be more of a waste of time than only going 5 days a week. I'd always suggest having rest days here and there to let the body recover. Working out 2 or 3 times a week isn't the end of the world, especially if we're putting in the right amount of work, we are getting an adequate recovery, and then we're doing things like making sure we're eating correctly, making sure we're getting enough sleep, making sure we're getting enough water in. And the other side of that coin is because they see people doing more than that. They see people doing 5-6 days in the gym where they're like, wow, this person's always in when I'm in, and they're in great shape. I must not be doing the work right. And that's not the case, because we can't compare our life to someone else's life. They might have gone through exactly the same struggles as you. They have completely different life circumstances. They might have been working out longer than you, and now their chapter 20 is only your chapter 2. I think that analogy makes sense, I don't really know. So when we compare ourselves to others, and that's why we feel like we're wasting time, the only person that we're hurting in that situation is ourselves. And we need to be kinder to ourselves. Liam, take note of this. And then another reason why people might be feeling like they're wasting their time is in a scenario where they've got a new program and everything feels a little bit clunky, and they go, is this worth doing? If that program is what you need at this moment in time, and it doesn't feel great just yet, give it time and let it set in place. As a society, we're too quick. We're too quick to go, this hasn't worked today. I'm going to give it up and not do it again. Liam, take note of this. We need to give things time to set in place. We need to take us time to build up in terms of a program, in terms of our strength work, in terms of getting better at a sport. When we were a kid and we were learning to walk, it didn't just happen overnight. It took a process. We can't remember that though. So again, in that sense, just because something feels like it isn't happening straight away doesn't mean it's a waste of time. You just need to give it more time. But on the flip side of this, I'm going to address something. And this is where Rant Liam comes out. If you go to the gym and you've been going for a number of years and you do the same routine, I can see you walk into the gym and I know exactly what machine you're going to, on what weight it's going to be put on, and how many reps you're doing of it. You have set a path in the gym that you follow every time that you go in, that you never alter your weight, that everything needs to be set in place, and you throw a bit of a hissy fit if someone's on the machine, as if they don't know that it's your machine. I'm here to tell you, you're wasting your time. Do not fall into that pattern of doing the same thing over and over again. There is a point where we need to do the same thing over and over again, and then change it because the body adapts. If anything, people that do that, where they come in and do the same thing over and over and over again, they aren't getting any better. If anything, they're probably getting a little bit worse. But I can pretty much guarantee that that person is not watching this video. Because if they were watching this video, they would be thinking, why am I wasting my time in the gym? What am I doing? How can I change that up? You're the sort of person that is worried that they're wasting the time in the gym. I know I'm that sort of person. And again, let me tell you, if you're putting in the effort, if you are looking stuff up, if you're researching things, if you're watching videos like this where we're trying to answer those questions, you are not wasting your time. You are doing incredible work and you will get to wherever you want to go as long as you keep putting in that effort. If you've liked this video, give it a like. Maybe share it with someone that feels like they're wasting their time a little bit. And if you really like my content, subscribe down below. I've been Liam from Lazarus Personal Training, and I will see you next time.